Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been making videos for, Shelby?
Oh, to zoom in, you move that little button. Okay, sorry about that. Hello, this is Shelby. I'm a Spy Girl.
I have been making videos since I was probably 10 years old, filming on my mom's camcorder.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Funny Sound Videos.
I basically would walk around the house and vlog before I even knew what vlogging was.
Hello, this is Shelby on the next episode of Spy Girl. Hello, this is Dodgeball Pin Shelby Edition.
I also remember making like short films. I remember making a music video to a Big Time Rush song. I literally would like film the whole music video with the song playing in my head, and then I would press play on my CD player at the same time that I pressed play on the camcorder, and then the camcorder would play everything back to back, like basically editing the video for me, and then boom, I would have a music video.
Hey y'all, I know that I was just mouthing words that weren't playing, and I'm sorry, but that's kind of what happens when you make a music video with the music separately. So yeah, that's kind of what I do when I'm bored.
I remember you making videos all the time. I think probably 9 or 10 years old. And then you would just record you getting dressed for school, or you would create plays, or just very creative. And I didn't even know how many videos you had until 10 years later, when our computer at home actually was so full. And I'm like, what is on our computer taking up all this memory? And I looked, and there were like hundreds and hundreds of, hi, this is Shelby. Hi, this is Shelby. I'm going to school today. Hi. And just tons of videos of you. And I didn't even know they existed. So that was fun to go through.
Hi, this is Shelby. Mom and Dad and Piers don't know I'm recording this as far as I know.
Do you remember me asking you to start our YouTube channel, or like how it started? And then at what point did you regret it? So this is actually not my first YouTube channel. I started my first YouTube channel when I was 14. Great timing, peak middle school. I started it with my brother, and we would basically make like comedic skits.
I don't even think I remember you asking to start it. I guess we posted sketches, like attempts at comedy sketches, a couple like music type videos, or like Shelby creating a song and then singing it. But yeah, I guess it was an attempt at comedy.
I think the internet was just kind of a different place back then, where everybody was cringy. Nobody was thinking about their digital footprint.
My favorite video was you created 2 little popsicle characters called Bob and Susie. And they had all these adventures, and they were on strings. And Susie had a little pigtail made out of paper.
Oh my.
I do remember Bob and Susie though.
Oh my God.
Is this the original ones too?
This is Bob and Susie.
My favorite video that you made with Pierce, probably have to go with Picture Day.
Better. Now tilt your head. A little more. A little more.
Okay, if you think so.
A little bit more.
It's a close call because the Thanksgiving one is also family legend, so I love the Thanksgiving video.
I remember one time the night before Thanksgiving, our house caught on fire, and we had to eat outside the next morning.
Wasn't it snowy outside?
Yeah, it was false bay too. Out of 12, I only got 9 toes.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
And you guys were so creative.
And when did I regret it? Probably whenever we were making a schedule, and you would be like, are you available on Tuesday to film? And I'm like, 8.
I stopped posting on that channel because my lame little brother didn't want to make videos with me anymore.
I think it was a slow quit. I don't think I ever like said I quit, but I think I just slowly made it more and more frustrating for you to like get me to record. And then you just outsourced your work to like Emily.
Yes, when me and you were in middle school, I swear every hangout was almost, we made a video somehow, whether it was a music video, dance videos, singing videos, just silly videos. There's so many random ones of us just laughing. I feel like when I think of us in middle school, like it's just all the videos we made together. So you've been at it a long time.
I don't really remember when you started your own channel.
I think I just wanted to make videos about other things. This was 2015, so obviously I made a beauty channel.
Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a tutorial for this look that I'm wearing right here.
My initial setup was literally filming on my iPhone 4, maybe, with it sitting on my brother's music stand from the 1 year that he played trombone in middle school. And I would just sit in front of my window and film makeup tutorials, and I would edit my videos on the iMovie app on my phone. If you know, you know. 2015, 2016, that was like the peak of beauty YouTube. That was like when the beauty guru became a thing. And I discovered so many makeup artists that I loved around that time. Jaclyn Hill, Desi Perkins, Lustrelux. They like not only taught me everything I know about makeup, of course, they also just still to this day inspire me to like be a strong, independent woman and like go after my dreams.
So Shelby went through, I hesitate to even call it a phase because she's still very much into makeup, but at one time it was primarily the focus of her channel, as you probably know.
You definitely loved beauty YouTubers. I remember you would talk to your dad and I about Desi Perkins and Lustrelux.
Lustrelux has a dog you were just talking about.
And then we have Katie, and she has
Zoe.
Zoe!
You would quiz us, who's married to John, and look at their dog. And I would say, oh, your friend got a dog? And you're like, yeah, Desi Perkins. I'm like, okay. I mean, you loved doing makeup. You would do my makeup.
And I'm still so grateful that I had that outlet at the time. I feel like to this day, my obsession and passion for makeup has been like one of my favorite creative outlets I've ever had. So YouTube definitely helped foster that passion for me, and I feel like that's been a theme of my YouTube channel over the past decade, just YouTube being a place for me to share my passions. Throughout the first few years of my YouTube channel, the quality of my videos improved a lot, but it was a slow process. I remember getting the iconic curtain backdrops that I used for a while, very 2016 of me, and eventually upgrading to my mom's camera and to an editing software called Wondershare Filmora, which nobody I've talked to has ever heard of this. And that's what I edited like all of my videos on for like years.
When we wanted to build some sort of studio in our house, we thought, let's just hang a curtain rod and buy material. And we would go to Walmart and Hobby Lobby and just buy either curtains or some type of fabric just to create a backdrop, just to give you something that looked a little more professional, we thought. The problems with a studio being in the guest room is your dad's mowing the lawn, the neighbor's mowing the lawn, someone's out there with the leaf blower, the dogs are barking. There was always noises.
Hey guys, my dogs might be running around in the background. The staple gun might be going off right now, but I'm fine. Do I look like I'm upset? I'm not.
This is a diary entry from when I was 16. I just filmed a video and it was really fun and stuff, but now I suddenly feel so stressed and moody. I guess it's more stressful than it seems to film. I had like every freaking lamp in the house in my room and there was stuff everywhere. Plus I had a flash in my eyes the whole time and it was extremely hot. Low budget YouTuber goals. And when I tell you I literally would film with every single lamp in the house surrounding me in my room before I got my umbrella lights, we've come a long way.
I don't think I'm ever going to make it to the grocery store. You know, I could pull over here and get into the carpool lane. Hey, Austin. So I'm trying to start a new series on my YouTube channel where I make a video inspired by every letter of the alphabet. You wouldn't mind running to the store with me real quick, would you? Hey, Austin.
Oh, hey, Shelby, what's up?
There was a period content-wise in between being a makeup channel and being a music channel, which is kind of what I am now, where I was pretty much just posting anything and everything, making a lot of videos with my friends, my family.
I was lucky enough to be a part of 2 series, kicked off both, in fact. We started with story time in Shelby's car. The car's still around, folks, running real well. Then the second series, I got to kickoff alongside Shelby with the alphabet series, where Shelby went through each letter of the alphabet with her favorite things that started with that letter. So, for instance, A, Austin, as well as we explored alternative music and Shelby's favorite fruit, apricot. Shelby had not had an apricot before that video.
I really enjoyed the transitional period of your YouTube channel because it was just such a fun time in our lives and for internet culture, I think. I remember filming the Whisper Challenge, and while it's just the silliest thing ever in the moment, things like that really connect different YouTubers and people from different parts of the internet. I think the reason that your YouTube channel has lasted so long is because you're doing it for really pure purposes, just having fun and connecting with the people around you. It's not like you jumped on a bandwagon. It's just that filming videos is something you've always done. I think the videos we made about songs that we wrote as kids also kind of marked a transition or an entrance of a new theme into the channel. You know, there was videos about makeup, and then there was kind of general life things like vlogs and challenges. And then it was suddenly there's this new theme of music in there. Music and filming started coming together.
And that's kind of where I was at the time that I got to college. When I got to college, I joined an organization called Collegiate Content Creators.
It's kind of a funny organization. It's just a bunch of creative people, mostly YouTubers. And we would just kind of hype each other up and help each other learn.
That's where I ended up meeting a lot of my best friends.
I think the first time we hung out was for CCC. Shelby had thrown out a message trying to recruit people to film a YouTube video with her. So yeah, I think the first time I hung out with you one-on-one, we were filming a YouTube video. It was also a very funny time because Shelby kind of accidentally became president of the organization, and then a year later, I accidentally became president of the organization.
I also posted every week for an entire year when I was in that org, which was one of my greatest accomplishments yet. I think a result of being in that org and having weekly meetings where I would talk about my channel with other people is that I began to think about my channel a little bit more strategically, more like a business. I was thinking of it more from a marketing standpoint.
I think you always just want to continue making your videos better and better. So sometimes you feel like you have an artistic block and you need to push past that.
That org was also a good place to talk about some of the struggles of having a YouTube channel. And there were a few. Maintaining a posting schedule for one, my channel not growing.
I've definitely heard about some commenters. I've heard about generally trying to figure out what niche you want to hit at the moment. I know you talked before how it's changed a lot from makeup to music, that kind of stuff.
Another recurring struggle I've had over the past decade has just been not having room to film, physical room. My freshman year dorm was about the size of a walk-in closet. And then even when I moved into the apartment I stayed in for the rest of college, I just didn't have a lot of space to set up lights and a camera. And I remember breaking a lot of things that way and it just being really, really frustrating. And I still kind of have that issue in my current apartment.
I get a call from Shelby and I'm what is it? And I answered and I was like, hello. And she was like, I broke a light bulb. And I was like, clean it up. And then she was like, it has mercury in it. And I was like.
And then there were the hate comments. Listen, I've never gotten a lot of hate comments, but there was this one godforsaken video that I should have never posted. It was literally a music reaction video. It was not that deep. And I got hate comments on that video for months.
God forbid a woman have opinions.
God forbid a woman not like an album. You committed the crime of not liking an album. And people didn't like that, but you spoke your truth, so.
My friends have always been so supportive of me though, and they have helped me through a lot of these challenges. they don't have to take this that seriously. It's literally a YouTube channel that I have for fun, but they know how seriously I take my channel. And so they kind of reflect that back at me. And they listen to me complain about the same things over and over again. And they give me the same advice over and over again. And I just really appreciate that. And I love them.
Yes, you take your YouTube channel so seriously. The dedication is so crazy to me. Anytime I come over, she is editing a video like before we go out. It's like, doesn't matter if it's the weekend, what's happening Saturday night, like she is on her grind before whatever is happening. Then the next morning, sometimes we'll like wake up and I'm like, oh, I want to support Shelby's YouTube videos, like give it a view and a like. So I'll start playing it and she'll always be like, is that my voice? I'm like, yeah, I have to like support you. And she'll always find a way to have it posted on time, no matter what we were doing Saturday night.
So my friends and the people in my org were the biggest people who encouraged me to eventually switch gears and start making videos about music. I remember coming to one of my club meetings and like asking everyone if I thought it was a bad idea to make a reaction to like a Dayglow song or something. Cause I was that nervous that people weren't gonna care, weren't gonna watch my videos. And they all were like, oh no, like you should 100% make videos about whatever you wanna talk about.
Yeah, for those that don't know Shelby, her life very much revolves around music. And it's been a passion of hers for a long time. Even as a smaller child, she was always singing around the house.
You have always loved music, and for a really long time, I've been going to concerts with you for so long, from Jonas Brothers to every Disney, Hannah Montana, the whole deal. And then as you got older, it just became such a big part of your personality, and you love not just the songs, but you love the production of it, and you would notice the instrumentation of it and the songwriting, and it's pretty amazing that you have such a good ear for that.
Music is your whole life. Just from everything you do outside of work, whether you're seeing local live music, you're doing stuff for Houston Music Classifieds, doing interviews for them, going to concerts. I swear, there was one year where you had like 2 or more concerts every month, or at least a concert every month. It was just a concert vendor, and you'll talk about your favorite artists like Dayglow, Role Model. If there's a new song you find, you'll come to me and just break it down. Like you're almost filming your own YouTube video. I just know Shelby's favorite artist because it's one of the main things that she talks about a lot of the time, and I love that.
It's one of the things that I love about her. It speaks maybe to her creative side, her love of artistry, and music is a huge part of her life. There's no doubt about it.
Next thing you know, I'm doing reactions, I'm doing dance videos, I'm making music videos.
We had a passion for dance, of course, and we would sneak into the rec center at A&M and we would find random rooms that were not being used. And I think we got kicked out of one time. And either we would make up the choreography together, or one of us would make up the choreography and teach it to the other, and then we would film it, and it was a good time. And there are some that were abandoned, but most of them made it to YouTube, so.
Hey guys! It's our first day of shooting the music video.
In a storage unit.
In a storage unit. It's actually not the day anymore. It's very much nighttime.
Me and Kuma got together in college and fully made 3 music videos, start to finish, storyboarded the whole thing, went on location to film the whole thing. I edited the whole thing myself. I guess I'd been wanting to make a music video for a while, and then when I became really good friends with my girl Kuma, I decided she was the perfect subject. She was my muse, if you will.
Most of these music videos were to songs by bands that don't know we existed. I think Happy People even has its own music video, but who cares? Ours is the official one. So the one I remember most clearly was Sink Into the Floor, because that was the most elaborate one. I remember you had a big Google Doc. It was color coded and super complicated. You understood it, I didn't understand it. But yeah, we would just like travel around Houston. Either it was my pool at my house, or we'd go downtown for the metro station, or the middle of a field. I forgot about that one. And we would film, and you had it all planned out. You knew what you were doing. I was just there. I got to smoke an herbal cigarette. That was fun.
I remember directing these videos and being like, this is what I'm meant to do. It was so cool.
Oh my gosh, I literally just can't even believe what my life is.
One of the coolest things that has come out of my YouTube channel has been the doors that it's opened in terms of me connecting with some of my favorite artists. You know, these people, these artists like give you so much, and all you want to do is give back to them and tell them how much their music means to you. And I feel like my YouTube channel is the closest thing I can do to giving back to them. Just expressing how much I love their music and then like promoting their music. I actually had one really cool experience. This is literally the craziest thing to ever happen to me, where I went to a concert, and after the concert, the guitarist from the band came up to me and thanked me for making videos about him.
Oh, and then he said, I really appreciate all the support and all the videos and stuff. He recognized me too, bro.
One of your favorite bands, I remember after the show you called and you were crying because one of the band members actually yelled out your name after the show and was like, Shelby, and they thanked you for all of the support, and it was so cool. And then since then, I've been with you when your favorite bands have talked to you after the show and asked you your thoughts on the show. And I know inside you're fangirling, but you're so smart and you always have something to say about an extra guitar solo or something they change, and they just respect that. And I know inside you're dying.
Music just means so much to me. It's literally my entire life. It's like the thing that I love the most in this life, in this world. And like having a place to talk about music on my YouTube channel has been an incredible outlet. Like I make videos talking about music because I have to talk about music or I will explode probably, or my mom will explode because I'll tell her I'll talk about music so much she'll lose her freaking mind, and she does all the time. My last great milestone of college was hitting 1,000 subscribers. Right before I graduated, I literally had a graduation party / 1K subscribers party, and I'm pretty sure I was more excited about the subscribers. This is a diary entry from April of 2021. Saturday morning, I wake up to 2 texts from my old friend saying congratulations with a screenshot of my YouTube channel. I had just reached 1,000 subscribers. I was like, oh my God, how did you know before me? It actually made me cry. I'd been waiting for that moment for so long. Shortly after graduating college, I somehow wound up with a job as a videographer. Who knew, guys? And then shortly after getting that job is when I had my first viral video. It was a classic case of the video that you're not expecting to go viral goes viral. Tell me why. This was a Harry Styles music video reaction where we couldn't even put the music video in it because of copyrighted purposes. I think we like flashed it on and off the screen. The whole thing was like out of focus. Do you know how many views our Harry Styles video has?
I have no idea.
It has like 90,000.
90,000?
But the video that I think of in my head when I think of my first viral video isn't even that one. It's a Taylor Swift reaction video. That was my first video to get 100,000 views, which is still insane to me. I've never had a video have even remotely close to that many views since then. And that's the video that like got me a lot of my audience that I still have now. The bad thing that came out of that video going viral was that I kind of like put myself into a box, and I was starting to feel a lot of pressure, and I still do feel this pressure to like post the same type of content over and over again because I feel like that's what people want from me or expect from me. But the good that came out of the video was that I gained an audience. Oh my God, I had never had people consistently watching my videos before that. And that's still the coolest thing ever to me. Like just seeing the same name in my comments, the same names, and like being able to talk about music with the people in my comments. I'm so grateful for that. It's one of the most fun things about posting nowadays on my channel. It's currently April 2nd, 2024. Many of you may or may not know that I've had a YouTube channel since I was 14 years old. Sometimes I just reflect on the persistence it's given me and like how grateful I am to have an outlet to talk about whatever I'm most passionate about at that period of time in my life and to talk about it to other people who care about the same thing that I do. I like editing videos. I think there's a lot of ways you can spend your time in this life, and I think that's how I want to spend mine. And I like creating things and saying, look at this thing that I made. And I like being able to talk to myself, to a camera, and just like fully be myself and show my true personality. And I like seeing the same names in my comments and recognizing people and feeling like I have people who support me across the world. And it is still a small YouTube channel, and I don't think I will ever get paid for this because every single video I make has copyrighted music in it, but I just don't foresee a day when I don't have a YouTube channel. So that brings us to the present tense. I'm still out here making videos about music, but I know I had mentioned feeling a little bit put into a box. I think a lot of last year I felt kind of stuck with my YouTube channel. To the point where I decided I needed a rebrand and I needed a fresh start. And about 2 months ago, I planned this whole video out. It was gonna be a very creatively challenging video, and it was gonna like symbolize a new chapter for my channel. I edited the whole thing, and then I lost the footage. That sent me into a spiral. I would even say that sent me into a bit of an existential crisis. But it made me realize that I need to start posting more videos that I care about as much as I care about that one. I know that talking about music and talking about my passions, that is fulfilling to me in one way, but I need to start posting videos that are also fulfilling to me in a deeper way and in a more creative way. So I don't really know what I'm going to post after this. I do think that this is going to be a new chapter for my channel.
I could see you going really far into whatever you're passionate about, like putting a lot of passion and effort into your videos, even if that means like not posting as often. I know you've talked about that before, but like, yeah, like stuff you actually want to make, not just feeling obligated to post something, you know?
But longer term, what's the vision for Shelby? I think she's going to continue to have that same passion for music.
I mean, it's gonna have to be something music related, of course.
I could see her possibly taking some detours along the way into other interests that she has, whether that's more the photography side of music.
Maybe a little more vlogging. But I think that you're hopefully going to get more people that not only just love music, but where you can talk more about the production of music and more in-depth discussion. I think that's what maybe you might be leaning towards.
I just think she'll get more stronger and stronger in finding her voice on YouTube and her niche and just following whatever she wants.
I think I'm probably going to be maybe prioritizing quality over quantity, and I'll still be making some of my same content, but I want to challenge myself a little bit more. But regardless of what I end up posting next and what this new chapter holds for me, I really don't foresee a day when I'm not making YouTube videos. It's so ingrained in me at this point. It makes my inner child happy. I try taking breaks from it and they never work. I always come crawling back to my YouTube channel. I think I'll probably be making videos when I'm 80.
Happy 10 years, Shelby.
Happy 10 years.
Happy 10 years, Shelby. A great decade.
Happy 10 years.
Happy 10 years.